So this transition diagram can be used for identifying identifier. Is it? Is it?
Yes, sir.
So, but there is a problem. Like if, then else. Those are actually keyword, but those keyword can be accepted by this transition diagram. So there is a problem. So this transition diagram actually for identifier. But if you consider those keyword also can be accepted, can be matched with this transition diagram. So it's a problem because those are not actually identified. Those are actually keyword. Okay. So this is a problem. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Because because those keyword looks like identifier, but actually those are not identifier, but they looks like identifier. That means this transition diagram is able to accept those keyword. So there is a problem because those are not actually identifier, those are actually keyword. So how we are able to solve the problem? Got my point what I want to say?
Yes, sir.
So there are two types of solution. First one, so we know that if you consider any programming language, the number of keywords actually very few. Like in C, there are maybe 32 keywords. If you consider C sharp, there may be 79 or 78 keywords. That means the number of keywords actually very very little than identifier, because you can make like thousands or billion identifier. If you want, you can make, but the number of keywords actually very few. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we are trying to solve the problem of the previous problem. How? So as the number of keywords very few, so we at first install those keywords. At first we can install those keyword, then we can put those keyword in the symbol table. What I said, at first we can install, we can download, we can actually put those keyword in the symbol table. At first we install those keyword, then we can put those keyword in the symbol table, and in symbol table we can use a column to indicate that those actually not identified, those are actually keyword. Like this one, suppose this is our symbol table, suppose this one is our symbol table. So here we can put if, then here we can put else, and we can use another column to indicate that, another column means another field, to indicate that this one actually keyword, those are actually not identifier. So when your lexical analyzer finds if, then with the help of symbol table it can identify that this one actually keyword, not identifier. Got it? So this is the solution. Okay. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
So this is a solution. How the lexical analyzer distinguishes between identifier and keyword, because both of them can be accepted with the help of only one transition diagram. So then we need to distinguish between them, and in this way your lexical analyzer able to distinguish those. Okay, got it? Sure, everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, so there is another solution. Suppose we have keyword if, suppose we have keyword else, suppose we have keyword then. So we can draw this is actually another solution. We can draw separate transition diagram for each keyword. Suppose we can draw a transition diagram for if, we can draw a transition diagram for else, we can draw a transition diagram for then. That means a transition diagram for identifier, and for every keyword we will draw transition diagram separately. For each transition, for each keyword, we will draw separate transition diagram. That means now the identifier transition diagram and the keyword transition diagram is different. But previously, the same transition diagram is used to identify keyword and identifier. But with the help of symbol table, we can actually differentiate among those. But now only one transition diagram for identifier, and for each keyword we will draw the transition diagram for each keyword. That means separate transition diagram for each keyword. Suppose then is a keyword, then for, is it keyword or identifier? Then for
Keyword, sir.
no
Sir,
first one,
identifier.
first one is keyword or identifier.
Keyword.
Keyword, sir.
Second one is
Identifier.
so we can draw transition diagram for each keyword. Like suppose consider this one. So at first this one is the starting, then when it will get T, then it will go the next state. When it will get H, then it will go the next state. Then when it will go E, then this one will be the next state. Then when it will get N, then this one will be the next state. So this transition diagram is able to accept only then, nothing else, is it? Only then. So for that means no digit or non letter or digit, non-letter or digit. When at first then non-letter or digit. Suppose 4, that is actually letter. So that is actually not then. So then non-letter or digit, then it will go the final state. And non-letter or digit, this one is not part of then. That's why we need to retract one character back. So this is the transition diagram for then. So in the same way, we can draw transition diagram for if, we can draw transition diagram for else. Okay, so this is another solution. So previously we use same transition diagram for identifying keyword and identifier, and in that case we use symbol table to differentiate between identifier and keyword. But now the transition diagram for identifier is totally different, and for each keyword we will draw transition diagram separately. Okay, got my point? Any question, please?
Yes, sir. But what do we mean by non-letter or digit?
Okay, non-letter or digit. Suppose this one is actually identifier, not keyword. So suppose you get T, okay, T, then you get H, you get E, okay, you get E, you get N. So suppose you get 4. So 4 is non-letter or digit. 4 is letter, digit or non-digit?
Digit.
Digit. So 4, that means 4 is actually digit. So non-letter or digit. So when you get 4, that means this transition diagram is not able to accept this one. That means this one is not keyword. That means this one is actually like another thing. I don't know that is actually, but that may be another thing, maybe identifier. But this one is not actually keyword. So non-letter or digit means after getting N, your transition diagram can't accept or can't take any letter or digit. Suppose T H E N T. So this one is also identifier. This one is not keyword. So after N, there is T. So but the condition is non-letter. That means but T is letter. That means this transition diagram will not accept this one. That means this one is not actually identifier. Sorry, this one is not actually keyword. But think this one. So after N, you will get space. So space, no problem. So space, so no problem, because non-letter or digit. So you are able to go this final state. So that's why that one will be the keyword. But that rest two actually not keyword. Those are identifier. Got it, Abu Bakr?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So any question from your side, please? Question from your side? No question. Shodip,
No, sir.
got it?
Yes, sir.
So there is two approach to solve this one. First one is you can use only one transition diagram, but in that time you need to help the symbol table. But in the next case, the transition diagram of identifier totally actually different. And for each keyword, you need to actually draw separate transition diagram. If you have 32 keyword, that means you need to draw 32 transition diagram and one transition diagram for identifier. Okay, got it? Sure? Everyone, please, got it? Hello?
Yes, sir, we got it.
Okay, then ask.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Farsid, hello?
Yes, sir.
So got it. Any question from your side?
No, no, sir. I got it, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Because this one actually the part of your midterm syllabus and your midterm exam is knocking at the door. So please try to understand. Okay, and we have not enough time. Then Riazuddin, question? Any question? Got it, Riazuddin?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
Then our seer Khondokar Fahim.
Yes,
Any
sir.
question? So got it.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Fuad, Fuadul Ridoy. Hello. So got it. Sure. Oh, okay then. Okay. So those things actually they are no problem. So try to read. I already shared the actually the slide. Okay. Okay. Now we have another thing. So transition diagram for number. So in the last, maybe in last one class, I discussed the pattern for number, the regular expression for number. Is it the regular expression for number? Then this one is the regular expression for number. It's a very simple form of number. Is it? Hello? Is it?
Yes, sir.
So maybe in a class I discussed this one is the regular expression of number, and you know the meaning of question mark, the meaning of plus, the meaning of star. So now our task is to draw the transition diagram for number. So I have a suggestion. So it's better to write the regular expression first before draw the transition diagram. If you write regular expression at first and then if you draw the transition diagram, the possibility of making mistake is less. So always try to write the regular expression at first, then try to draw the transition diagram. Got my point, what I want to say? So always try to. Okay, if the pattern is available, then please at first write the pattern before drawing the transition diagram, because it will reduce the possibility of making mistake. And I think you know what does it mean by the word actually star means, someone please? Star means someone.
Zero or more.
And plus?
One or more.
And question mark? Question mark?
So 0 or 1?
0 or 1. Okay. So actually we know another thing also, that is actually transition diagram is nothing but the graphical representation of regular expression. Are we agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So now I want to teach some shortcut. So if you know those shortcut, then your transition diagram always maybe will be correct. Suppose star. So star is a part of regular expression. Then plus is a part of regular expression. Then how we draw. How we draw the actually the equivalent graphical representation of plus and star. So star means actually 0 or more. Is it 0 or more? So 0 or more, that means this one, self loop. Self loop means 0 or more. Maybe or maybe there is something more than something or not. So this one actually 0 or more. That means this one actually star. So self loop. Okay, got it? Self loop
Yes, sir.
actually 0 or more.
Yes,
And
sir.
another thing, that is 1 or more. 1 or more means you must need 1. Is it? You must need at least 1. More than 1, no problem, but you must need at least 1. That means you must need 1. Okay, that is plus. So this one actually 0 or more. So we know that this one actually, this one actually, this single is means you must need one thing. You must need one thing, that is actually single S. Without this input, you can't go from this state to this state. Is it? So suppose there is A. So without A, you can't reach from this state to this state. That means a single S means 1. Must you need 1. Okay. Must you need 1 input symbol. That means this one actually means that you must need 1. A single S. And when you add a self loop, this one means 1 or more. That means the plus is equivalent this one, and the star is equivalent this one. Okay, got it? Okay, got it. Everyone got it?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
when we are talking about plus, is it 1 or more or 1 and more?
1 and more. So this is ensure 1, because this one means you must need an input symbol to go from this state to this state. You must need an input symbol to go from this state to this state. So this one ensure 1. Okay, and this one actually more, like that. Okay, so 1 or more. So 1 is between two state, and a self loop, that is actually plus, that means 1 or more, and self loop indicates 0 or more, that is star. Okay, so clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Shobuj is present in the class. Shobuj, how many students in the class now? Just a minute.
38, sir.
38. Shobuj present. Just a minute. No. Monirujjaman, clear? Yes, Fuadul Rahman, have you any question? Fuadul Rahman, then why you raise your hand? No, not Fuadul Islam, like Jisan Prabhat. Jisan Prabhat.
Yes, sir.
So clear, the concept is clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure.
স্যার কোশ্চেন মার্কের সিম্বলটা কেমন হবে স্যার?
No, question mark actually not like that. Just question mark is keep on. I'll show, no problem. Question mark like a jump, like that actually, a jumping. Okay, then Rizwan Kobir. Hello. Shami Akhtar, concept is clear. Shami Akhtar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then okay. I will ask question, no problem. Again, okay, just a minute. Okay. So we know that this one actually, that regular expression of number. So at first, so this one is mandatory or not? This one is compulsory or not? This one is compulsory or not? This part. Someone please.
No.
Not compulsory. So may have or not. Is it? And this one, this part,
This part also, sir.
not compulsory. That means
Not compulsory.
there may have or not. So suppose you number this one, just this one. So this, suppose digits means digit plus. We know that digits means digit plus. Okay, is it? Digit means digit plus. You know that, and we know that. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so actually, suppose at first your number just contain digits, nothing else. So both are actually not present in your number, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, then you need to draw the transition diagram of digit plus. Is it? Because the rest are absent. Now just think, one by one we will consider all those, but at first consider digits, this one, this part, and this part absent in your number, like 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay,
Okay, sir.
okay. So now we need to draw the transition diagram of digit plus. Is it? Okay, someone please 2 or 3 students please unmute and then response with me, otherwise the class like boring. And okay, 2 or 3 students please unmute and response with me. 2 or 3. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
okay. So now we need to actually draw the transition diagram of digit plus. So at first we need to start, that is the starting. And why 12? Because the previous transition diagram ends with 11. Okay, that's why it starts with 12. And I actually discussed about numbering. Is it? Why actually not 0? Why not 0? Okay, so no question. Then digit plus means you need an edge and a self loop. Is it? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this one actually. So this one. So this one and this one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if there is a possibility that you number just like 1, 2, 3. There is a possibility. That means when there is a possibility that you number just actually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, nothing else, nothing else. Okay. So if your transition diagram take just this one, that means your transition diagram is able to go final state. Is it? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means when it get other, that means it will go the final state. Other, that means it will go the final state. And why it is start? Because we take space as input, but space is not part of number. That's why we need to retake one character back. We need to pull back one character. Okay. So this suppose here now we need to just come back to 3 because space is not part of our number. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now our transition diagram is able to accept this number 1, 2, 3. So any question from your side? No question?
No, sir.
Okay. Then suppose now your number consists of this part. So is it possible that this number consists of digits and with this part? But suppose this part is absent now. Okay. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it? So your number may looks like this one. That means this part and this part is present, and this part is not present. Is it? Everyone?
Which parts are present,
Yes, sir.
sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Which parts are present, sir, and which parts are absent?
Why digit plus? Did you do your last class? In that class I discussed actually digits means digit plus. is this one. Okay, Abu Bakr, you have maybe you have a question, please.
Yes, sir. You said that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have this one. and we don't-
Point 45.
Oh,
There,
0.45. Yes.
45. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means just digits, nothing else. But 1, 2, 3.45. That means this part and this part is present. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. So if you want to draw the transition diagram for, because this part is already actually in the figure, in the transition diagram. Now we need to draw the transition diagram for this part. Is it? So at first, the symbol is actually, the input is actually this decimal point. Is it? This decimal point at first. Okay. Okay. Everyone. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is the point at first, decimal point. Then again digits, and digit means digit plus, and digit plus means you need this part again. Okay, you need this part again. So this part. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And we know that this number is meaningful. This number is okay. So we can go final state now. Is it? We can go final state. So after the number, there is a space. So by taking this white space or anything else, suppose there is a like semicolon, there is a comma. So by taking those input, we can go the final state. This is the final state. And here we take other. As this other is not part of my number, that's why we need to retake one character. Okay. Suppose now you are here, you need to just come back one character here. Okay, got it?
স্যার এখানে আদারটা কি?
Other means, so otherটা কই থেকে আইছে বলেন তো?
স্যার এরপরে কোনো কিছু নাই এই
No,
জন্য
no, 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 no. Other starting কই হইছে 15 এ and শেষ হইছে 21 এ, তাই না? Starts from 15 and ends with 21. So others means actually, so how many input associated with 15? How many? How many? Hello?
Sir, 2. 5. Digit and others.
Digit. Just think about digit. So digit. So other means everything except digit. Suppose you have a state and there is digit. There is suppose a letter. Okay. Suppose there is white space and there is other. And the meaning of other here is because there are already 3 types of input available: digit, letter, and white space. Is it? So other means everything except digit, letter, and white space.
Sir, but we take dot and we didn't write other dot.
Dot, no, dot means decimal point. This dot actually is here. Is this one? This dot means decimal point.
Okay, sir.
স্যার এখানে স্টারটা কি?
Star. Star means
Yes,
so you numbered 1, 2, 3.45. So when 45, so you are here. Is it? 45, that
Yes,
means
sir.
you are here. So then suppose there is a comma, suppose there is a semicolon, or there is a white space. So now you are here, but you need to go the final state. Is it? You need to go the final state. So if you want to go the final state, you need an input. Obviously, because obviously you need an input if you want to go from one state to another state. So your number is already taken. So there is a white space or comma or semicolon. So now those things are used by the system to go from state 15 to state 21. That means your system accept suppose a semicolon, suppose, but this semicolon is part of number.
No, স্যার।
No.
No, so this
No, sir.
semicolon is not part of number, but your system accept. That means you need to actually come back one character. You need to remove this one. Is it? So that's
Yes,
why
sir.
you need to just come back one character or pull back one character. And to indicate that come back, we actually put star. Okay, actually this is known as retraction, input retraction.
স্যার
স্যার 20
Yes.
নাম্বার কি হয়েছে তাহলে?
Hmm?
20 নাম্বার স্টারটা কি করতেছে তাহলে?
Think about 1 2 3. Hello, Farshid.
Yes, yes sir.
So think about 1 2 3. So at first start, so when get 1, then at first it will get 1, that means this state to this state. Then when it get 2 or 3, that means self loop 2 and 3. So then it will get suppose a space when, so but it need to go the final state, but when it need to go the final state, it must need as input, but there is no input regarding with number, so it takes this space as input. That is actually other. So by taking this space, it will go from state 13 to state 20, but this space is not part of your number. That's why you need to just come back one character. So to indicate come back one character, that is known as retract, we use star. Okay,
স্যার
স্যার
তাহলে যখন আদার ইউজ করব তখন স্টার্ট দিব।
yes. That is shortcut. Other means star. Not like 1 2 3, that is not part of number actually. That is if you because suppose 1 2 3 4 5, how this number is identified by this system. Suppose at first start, when it will get 1, then it will go from state 12 to state 13, is it? Then when it get 2, that means self loop. Again when 3, self loop. When 4 self loop. When 5, self loop. So all the digits are accepted, but you need to go the final state, is it? You need to go the final state. But if you want to go the final state, you obviously need a input symbol, but there is no input symbol like digit. That's why you need to take anything except digit. That is the other. So, and this other is not part of your number. That's why you need to retract, you need to come back, you need to pull back one character.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
After the 1 2 3 there is a point like দশমিক আছে স্যার, so
Okay, when there is a point, that means your system go in this path, not this path. Point means this one. When get point 1 2 3, that means point is not other actually. So here other means actually everything except digit and point, because this 13 actually, how many input, how many types of input there? Digit and point. Just a minute. So suppose think suppose this is absent, suppose. So when state 13 get digit or point, then it will go further. Suppose when it will get digit, it just come back to the same state. But when it will actually get point, that means it will go from 13 to 15, is it? When your system get anything except digit and point, that in that case your system actually go to state 20. Okay, when get point, then that means it will go 13 to 14. Okay, got your answer?
yes sir.
So here
Okay,
so here other means everything except digit and point.
স্যার
Yes.
স্যার এখানে 20 21 কেন, যে 16 17 না হয়?
Okay, those actually এখানে আছে, এগুলো আস্তে আস্তে দেখবেন. Okay, and numbering is not very important actually, but this input symbol is very important. Self loop is very important. Okay, so any question from your side?
তাহলে আমি যদি 16 17 দিই সমস্যা হবে না কোনো?
No.
ওকে স্যার।
স্যার সিম্পদা স্যার 12 13 14 এটা যদি মানে 21 22 দিয়ে স্টার্ট করতাম তাহলে অসুবিধা হতো?
No, but there is actually significant why I use those numbers. There is a significant, but that significant actually it is not very important, but there is a reason, and maybe I mentioned the reason in the classroom, maybe. Why I use
Sir.
the numbering here?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have
Sir,
a
I
question,
have
sir.
question.
Please, our chair, please.
স্যার এখানে যদি তাহলে স্যার আমার দেখা যায় আদার কোনো কিছু আমি না দেই তাহলে তো স্যার এটা অ্যাকসেপ্টিং স্টেটে যাবে না।
Yes, yes, you must need other because you must need an input if you want to go from one state to another state.
স্যার আমি শুধু যদি মনে করেন যে আমার শুধু একটা ডিজিটের একটা নাম্বার হয় স্যার,
হ্যাঁ
সাপোজ স্যার 1 2 3 4,
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
তাহলে তো স্যার আমার এটা জাস্ট এই যে 13 নাম্বার স্টেট এটা থেকে যাবে,
কে
তাই না
বললো
স্যার?
কে বললো
স্যার 1 2 3 4 যদি থাকে স্যার আমার
1 2 3 4 1 2 3
আমি
4
এই পর্যন্তই
that means
হয়।
this is the path, this one is the path. How? Someone please explain.
স্যার 1 2 3 4 এই পাথ হয় কিভাবে স্যার? আমার তো ডিজিটের মধ্যে গিয়ে শুধু 13 এই থাকতেছে না।
How? Someone please, anybody from your side able to explain why this one is the path?
After the
একটা
fourth
কমা থাকতে পারে বা একটা সেমিকোলন
Suppose
থাকতে পারে।
suppose this is your statement, okay? Suppose this is your source code. Fahim, suppose this is your source code, okay? So now normally
Okay, sir.
we write source code like this one, okay?
Okay, sir.
Fahim.
Yes sir, yes sir.
So for identifying this one, we need another transition diagram. This is the this is the actually transition diagram for identifier. For identifying this one, we need another transition diagram, and the transition diagram of relational operator. And for identifying this one, we need this transition diagram. Okay. Actually, in a lexical analyzer, there are multiple transition diagram. Okay, there are more than one transition diagram is there actually. Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay, so at first when it will get 1, that means it will go from 12 to 13. Any question from your side?
No
Fine.
sir.
Then
No,
when
sir.
it will get 2 and 3, that means self loop. Okay?
Yes sir.
So when
Yes, sir.
it will get actually a semicolon, so semicolon is not digit, semicolon is not point, that means it is actually other. When it will get other, it will go state 20, and state 20, that means semicolon, you take semicolon, but semicolon is not part of your number. That's why you need to just come back one character. That means you need to retake. So retake means you need to put star. Star means you need to again come back one character. That means you just remove the last semicolon. Got it?
No sir, আমি
Fahim?
এই লাস্টের জিনিসটা স্যার আমি বুঝতে পারলাম না যে আবার স্টার্টটা আমি কেন নিতেছি স্যার। মানে আবার স্যার এক ঘর যে আমি আগে আসতেছি, তো সেমিকোলন তো আমি পাইলে স্যার আমার অ্যাকসেপ্টেড হয়েই গেছে, তাহলে আবার আমি এক ঘর আগে কেন আসবো স্যার?
But this semicolon is not part of your number. Is it a number?
No
Is
sir.
it but this one is
No,
the
sir.
number 1 2 3.
Yes, sir.
So you take this semicolon because you need to go from state 13 to state 20. Is it?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
So but that means you take a whole 1 2 3 semicolon, but this semicolon is not part of your number. That's why you need to actually remove this semicolon. You need to actually discard this semicolon from the number. Okay.
ওকে স্যার, নাও আই থিংক স্যার আমার যখন স্যার এই মানে আমি শুধু নাম্বারটা বলতে চাইবাম যে স্যার 1 2 3 হলো গিয়ে আমার নাম্বার, তখন স্যার আমি এক ঘর আগে আইসা ওই পর্যন্ত জাস্ট বলবো নাকি স্যার?
So now you are here, but this one is actually not number. When you come back one character, in that time it is a number 1 2 3.
Yes,
So
sir.
star actually means just come back one character.
ওকে স্যার।
So you
Sir.
take an extra character for you necessary, but you need to remove that character at the end. Yes,
Sir,
someone
okay,
please.
sir.
like I have 123.45. Why do I need to stop at 20? Because I don't have any semicolon. Like 123.45.
Yes. 1 2
Like
3 1
point
just a minute. 1 2 3.45.
45.
So no problem. At first this way, then 2 3 that just a minute. Just a minute. Suppose 1 2 3 4 5, then a white space. Okay. Abdi.
Point
Abu
45.
Bakar.
Yes,
Yeah. So 1 2 3.45. Then a comma or semicolon.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
comma or semicolon
Yeah.
after the number,
Co-
comma or
comma,
semicolon,
comma.
comma, comma. So at first digit, that means from 12 to 13, is it?
Yes, sir.
Then 2 3, that means self loop.
Yeah.
When this decimal point, now you go from 13 to 14.
Yeah, that's my point. We don't need to go to other, right?
No. Other means everything except digit and
Yeah,
comma.
I understand.
Sorry,
I have
everything except digit and decimal point. If though both are present, that means you need to go in that way. If those are absent, in that case you need to go this path. This is the last option. Other means this is the last option.
Sir, what about if I have 1, 2, 3 question mark? Like if I have 1, 2, 3 question mark.
1 2 3 question mark.
Yeah.
1 2 3 question mark. This one is the syntax.
Yeah, yes, sir. I want to draw the
Question
transition
mark.
diagram.
Actually, question mark. Actually, the meaning of question mark in regular expression is something, but the meaning of question mark in your source codes is different. Both are not same.
Meaning that it's invalid, right?
Like in invalid, yes. But in regular expression, the meaning is actually 0 or 1. But this is the syntax. This is the source code. So the meaning of a question mark in source code and the meaning of question mark in regular expression actually different. Is it?
Meaning that we cannot draw the transition diagram of 1, 2, 3 question mark.
So if you what does it mean by question mark here?
Like
What does it?
in the
Yes?
line in the first line we have number, digits, dot digits, question mark.
No. This is the regular expression. The meaning of question mark actually had different. Suppose in regular expression the meaning of star is 0 or more, but in source program the meaning of star is multiplication. In
Yeah.
source program the meaning of plus is addition, and in the regular expression the meaning of plus is actually one or more.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
So any question from your side?
Yes, sir.
Question or clear? Concept is clear?
স্যার এই যে ডটের পরে স্যার আমার
Yes.
তো আদার কিছু হইতে পারতো ডিজিট বাদে, তো সেখানে
কি
14
হতে
পরে
পারতো? প্লিজ
মানে ডিজিট বাদে অন্য কিছু থাকতে পারতো,
yes,
সেমিকোলন
yes. But I still don't complete the whole transition diagram, then ask the question. Okay.
ওকে স্যার, ওকে স্যার।
So is it possible that your number contains digit, then this part and this part? Suppose 1 2 3, then like E, like plus 12, is it? Or 1 2 3, then like point, so just a minute. Suppose 1 2 3 0.456, then E plus 12, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 E minus 12, like that. So your number can be like those. Is it?
Yes, sir.
That means your number actually contains this part and this part. So this part, that means at first you need to write E. At first the input is E. That is the E. Okay. Then suppose now consider plus and minus is present. That means now we consider plus and minus is now considered, then again we consider both are not present. That is another issue. Okay. So now we consider plus and minus is present. That means this one, plus or minus, we consider plus and minus is present. Okay. Then digit means digit plus, that means this one. Okay. So I think this transition diagram is able to accept those, and finally other. Okay, got it?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So any question from your side? So
Sir,
now, yes. Now
you-
now your transition diagram is able to accept those type of number. Yes, please, someone.
So E means 10 to the power.
like that, exponential.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now suppose now at first we consider that this part is present. Is it? But is it possible like E12? Is it possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, E12, not plus or minus. E12. So sign is absent. Okay? Is it possible? Is it possible?
In this case, it is not possible.
Sorry?
In this case, it is not possible.
No. This transition diagram not possible, but we are trying to make such in such a way that, so that it is possible. That is, I will show how it will be possible. So this case is possible. So we need to make we need some changes of our transition diagram so that it is possible.
Yes, sir.
Now it is not possible, but we can change something in our transition diagram so that it one is possible. So suppose if you go from this state to this state by accepting digit, that means this part is absent. That means this part is absent. Okay, this part is absent. Okay, just a minute. Suppose this part now absent because there is actually question mark. So this part is absent. That means at first E, then digits. So digits mean this one, and this one. Is it? This one actually digit plus. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So if you actually draw a direct line from 16 to 18, and as we know that there need an input symbol, and the input symbol is digit. Okay, so E then digit and self loop. That means E digits. Digits means digit plus. So at first E, then digit plus man. That means you must need a S, and this is the S, and this is this one actually the self loop. Okay, so is it possible? Now is it possible without plus and minus? That means
Yes, sir.
all the cases will be there. All the cases. Okay, so there is another case is possible. So just a minute. The case is, suppose this part is absent, but this one and this one is present. Like 1, 2, 3. Suppose E like E, then rest of that. Is it possible? That means decimal part is actually absent. So is it possible? Is it
Yes,
possible?
sir.
This type of number is possible, but now this transition diagram is not actually able to accept those numbers. So now we need to change something. So from digits, so till so this one is responsible for digits. This one. Okay.
Yes.
So state 13 is responsible for digits, and we need to skip this part. That means we need to go
13 to 15.
13 to 15. Sure.
16.
Yes, sir.
15 or 16.
15, sir.
16.
So 15. Suppose no problem. So 15. If you consider 15, then what will be the input? Please.
Sir, 1 to E, then
Easy.
in this case,
And no. Suppose you go from state 13 to 15, then what will be the input? Input symbol. Digit, E, point on or
sir,
what
digit.
is it?
Sir, digit.
Digit.
Yes, sir.
Digit. Okay. So your concept is okay, but this is okay for NFA. So we know that in DFA it is not possible to go from one state to another state. So just think, listen this one very carefully. Most of you maybe just mistake this one. So we have two finite automata. One is DFA and another one is NFA. So and for this course we use DFA. So in DFA it is not possible to actually go more than one state by taking the same input. So at state 13 you take digit for going state 13 again, and you take again digit for going 15. So same input but different state. It is not possible. Okay, same input but different state. It is not possible in DFA. Got it? So from 13, from 13 the input is digit, and from 13 when you take input digit, then you go 13, and again when digit as input you go 15. So it is not possible. It is possible in NFA, not DFA. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
why you need to go 13 to 16 by taking E. So actually this thing I want to say. So suppose you are, suppose state state 1. Suppose you are state 1, then you have two state, and you go this state by taking A, and you state this state by taking A. It is not possible in DFA, but it is possible in NFA. Okay, so this is not possible. But suppose you go, suppose 0 to 1 by taking A, and 1 to 2 by taking A. It is not possible. But from the same state by taking same input, you can't go different state. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is actually the complete. This one is actually the complete transition diagram for number. So question from your side.
Sir, break time.
Question from your side.
No, sir.
So this is actually the transition diagram for unsigned number.
স্যার
Yeah? Yes.
স্যার ডটের পরেও তো ডিজিট ছাড়া বা অন্য কিছু আসতে পারে, তখন 14 নাম্বার স্টেপের পর আদার কি আসবে কি আসবে না?
ডটের পরে অন্য কিছু আসতে পারে, আমি কখনো দেখি নাই। ডট মানে ডিসিমেল পয়েন্টের
আচ্ছা,
পরে
আমি যদি বসাই মানে যেমন ডিজিটের পরে বা অন্য কিছু বসলে আদার
আনএক্সপেক্টেড স্টেট হবে,
please
রিজেক্টেড স্টেট হয়ে যাবে।
please suppose 1 2 3, and then like this one, a decimal point, then 14,
Yes,
like
sir.
this. So this one
Yes, sir.
actually is not number. So that's why this transition diagram is not able to accept this one. That means there is some error.
So why not number?
ডেসিমেল পয়েন্টের পর কিছু না কিছু দিতে হয়। আপনি দেখেন যে কোনো নাম্বারের কথা চিন্তা করেন, and here we consider actually this pattern actually as number. Okay, and we already mentioned that actually we consider very simple form. If you consider all the cases of all types of possible number, the pattern will be very complex. In that time the transition diagram also be more complex. Those things I discussed, and actually till now from my very childhood I don't see a number like this one, 1 2 3 then point. Like, is it any number like this, 1 2 3 then point? Or 1 2 3 then like point 10 to the power like 23, like this? No. If decimal point, that means you must something after decimal point. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Tohid, maybe you asked the question. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And I mentioned that we just consider very simple form of number, not like suppose this one, suppose logarithm, and so many case can be as integration, differentiation. Actually those are not actual number, those are actually function. Just don't think about those. Suppose you can you are able to make more complex form of number. Actually suppose imaginary number, complex number, suppose 2i. So this one we don't consider here. 2i is a number, it's a complex number. Is it? So 2i, then root over minus 5, it's a number. But those things actually we don't consider here. We consider very simple form of number. If we consider all those things, then the regular expression may be half page of your notebook or 1 page. That is pretty much difficult to handle. So as we are a student of undergrad, that's why we covered the simple form. Okay, got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
স্যার
please. Okay, then just one thing, and now I don't teach anything, but you need to So like rest, but you need to solve something. Okay. So suppose my question, draw a transition diagram for white spaces. Okay, so draw a transition diagram for white spaces. So this is the, so already I mentioned that it is better to write the regular expression before drawing the transition diagram, then the possibility of making mistake is less. So now my question is, draw transition diagram for identifying white spaces. Then this is the actually regular expression of white space. So you can consider all those things as delim. Delim means delimiter. Delim means delimiter. So actually the regular expression for white spaces is delim plus. Okay. So delim plus. Then what will be the transition diagram? Just think. Then after 5 minutes I will just ask. So got my question? Please.
Sir, it starts dealing
Again,
to
sir.
another state and they are self loop.
No, got my question, not the answer. Got my question. So draw a transition
Yes,
diagram
Yes, sir.
for
Understood.
identifying white spaces, and we know this one actually is the regular expression of white spaces. And I mentioned that if you draw that regular expression before drawing the transition, then the possibility of doing mistake is less. So here there is a correction, that is, you can replace blank or tab or new line by delim. Delim means delimiter. So this regular expression can be like this one. So white space is actually delim plus. Then what will be the transition diagram? Please think. I will ask 2 or 3 minutes later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
আচ্ছা, আমি অনেক তাড়াতাড়ি কথা বলে ফেলতেছি।
না,
sir,
স্যার।
ঠিক আছে।
Okay, normal. Okay, is it possible to actually catch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. আচ্ছা, মেবি সাম স্টুডেন্ট ফ্রম ডাটাবেস। আচ্ছা, আমাকে গ্রুপের ইনফরমেশন গুলো মানে আমাকে ইমেল করার দরকার নাই, প্রথমে শেয়ার কে দিয়েন, শেয়ার সব ইনফরমেশন আমাকে দিবে। এইভাবে তো সবাই ইমেল করলে আমার পক্ষে ট্র্যাক করা অসম্ভব, বুঝছেন? Students from
Yes.
database. So please, share should collect the information first, all the information, then send me. Someone please send this message to your group. So don't need to send the information individually. আমি কিন্তু এগুলো নিব না যারা ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি পাঠাচ্ছেন। share need to send all the information all together. বুঝছেন আমি কি বলতেছি? share কে হচ্ছে তৌহিদ, আপনি তো ডাটাবেজে আছেন, সজীব।
Yes, sir.
মানে এইভাবে তো একজন যদি আমাকে 8-9টা গ্রুপ ইনফরমেশন পাঠায়, তাহলে আমি ট্র্যাক করতে আমার জন্য একটু ঝামেলা হয়ে যাবে। ওই ইনফরমেশন সিআর কে দিবেন, সিআর আমাকে সবগুলো একসাথে দিবে, বুঝছেন?
স্যার, ক্লাসরুমে একটা স্লট করে দিলে হয় না?
হ্যাঁ,
ক্লাসরুমে একটা গ্রুপ ইনফরমেশনের জন্য একটা পোস্ট করে দিলে হয় না?
হ্যাঁ দেন, আপনি দেন, সমস্যা নাই।
ওকে স্যার।
না ক্লাসরুমে কি সব মানে গ্রুপের জন্য একটা করে পোস্ট দিবেন, তাহলে তো অনেকগুলো পোস্ট হয়ে যাবে।
ফর্ম ক্রিয়েট করে আপনি গ্রুপে করতে পারেন ক্লাসরুমে, তাহলে হবে।
আমি আসলে জাস্ট আমি এটা চাচ্ছি যে আমার সব ইনফরমেশন এক করে দেন, আমাকে দেয়, এটাই চাচ্ছি। এখন আপনারা কিভাবে করবেন করেন।
স্যার, একটা পোস্ট দিলে ওখানে সবাই কমেন্ট করলেই হবে।
হ্যাঁ, এটাও করা যায়। Then what is the answer? Someone please. The answer. Someone please.
Start with a state and
Okay,
by getting one.
Just a minute. Tauhid, you actually another one, not Tauhid. Another one. Tammi, you. Hello. What is the answer? Hello.
Yes.
Sami, the answer.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, we'll start from initial state, then transition level with the blank to the state 2, then tap to the state 2.
The input.
Sir, here is the loop back to state with the transition level. Blank tab.
Then what is the input? That should have been input when it go from this one to this one.
So dilim.
No, please, Sami.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir.
when just a bit, I want to rejoin the meeting. Actually, there is a echo problem. Okay, just a minute. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now it's okay. Previously there is a problem. Echo. It produces echo, so I can't hear clearly you. Okay. So actually, please tell me the answer. At first start, then
S- Start an initial state to another state with input
so
dilim.
now you said dilim. Then why previously you don't say dilim? Because when you go from this state to this state, you must need input symbol, and here the input symbol is dilim. Is it?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Then self loop. That means there is a transition. Same state, no problem, but there is a transition. That means same for here to here. Same self loop, but there is a transition. So if there is any transition, that means you need input symbol. That's why there is also a input symbol, and the input symbol is you. The input symbol is Shami.
Input. Yes, sir.
What is the
So
input
input
symbol?
symbol in final state or second state?
Sorry.
Sir, input symbol, input is in final state or second state?
No. So now you are suppose this one is 0, this one is 1. So now you are state 1. So that
Yes, sir.
so you just there is a transition from here to here. That means transition between 1 and 1, semi state. So semi state no problem, but there is a transition. That is the concern. There is a transition. So for ensuring for happening the transition, you must need an input symbol. And what is the input symbol here? Hello?
স্যার
Yes.
আপনি কি প্রেজেন্ট করছেন স্ক্রিন
Yes.
শেয়ার করছেন
হ্যাঁ? Yes.
একটু
share করে দেন।
স্ক্রিন দেখা যাচ্ছে না।
Oh, that's okay.
একটু দেখে নিই স্যার।
Oh, nothing is there. Okay, no, but I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Now, Shamit is visible. Now,
ইয়েস স্যার
Sir, still not.
Yes, sir.
visible.
Now it's visible.
Shamit, then what is the input symbol? Here?
Sir, I don't know.
Another one. Sujib. Isha, what is the input symbol here?
স্যার ডেলিম
Dilim. And why dilim? Because dilim plus.
দ্যাটস ওয়াই
Dilim plus means actually at first you need actually S, then this self loop, and both the cases the input symbol is dilim. Like for digit plus, where is my last one? So 4 digit plus, at first digit, then another digit. So like that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
digit plus actually this one. So at first digit with the help of a single S, then a self loop. In that time, the input symbol is also digit. So this is the digit plus. Shammi, got it?
Yes, sir.
Then okay, done. Then that means we need to go then the final step. And the final step, that means we need other and then a star. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, is it?
Yes, sir.
I don't know actually. Everyone, raise your hand. Got it? Got our first lecture. Everyone, raise your
Billion.
hand. Huh? Sorry? You, please ask question again.
Yes, sir. Can you please this white space how to use delimiter and how where can we start? I'm confused.
Again, please.
Yes, sir. The last one, the last illustration, I'm just confused. I didn't understood. Yeah,
Which thing you don't understand?
yeah, this one. Yeah, last one. Yeah, last one, sir.
Just a minute. This one, yes. Which thing you don't understand, please? Which thing? Which thing you don't understand? Abdi, which thing? This one is the transition diagram for white space, and the regular expression for white space is delim plus. Delim means delimiter, and delimiter actually indicates tab, new line, then blank. Abdi,
Yes,
what is your question, please?
yes, sir. Example like we have white space. Is it like can we have two white space, three white space?
Yes, yes. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no problem. Hello.
Yes, sir. Is it same for one and more?
Yes, one or more white spaces. That is actually okay. One or more white spaces. Abdi, hello.
Yes,
Zero
yes.
or more.
Understand, sir.
Sorry, zero or more. If there is nothing, then why you consider it as white space? Nothing. That means white space. At least one white space. Why asterisk? 24. But the meaning of asterisk is what actually here? What is the meaning of asterisk here? Same thing I discussed in the last class and in
Character
physical
back.
class also.
One character back, sir.
The one character back. This star means one character back. Retract. So if you put the asterisk beside state, that is means actually one character back or actually as retract. Fadul Ridoy, got it. Actually, you need to understand the meaning of this one. Actually, what the meaning of this one is different from another place. Okay, I already mentioned that the meaning of star in transition diagram means retract one character back. The meaning of star in actually regular expression is zero or more. The meaning of star is in your source program means multiplication. So you need to understand actually where this asterisk is used. If actually the scenario is different, then the meaning is different. Got it? Yes, you got it now. You got it now. Or but those things we discuss like in our from our physical class and in the last class also, and we discuss this asterisk and repeatedly in the last class. Okay, now got it clear now. The meaning of asterisk. What is the meaning of asterisk here? Okay, if okay, then okay, no problem. So Abdi, your question, please.
Yes, sir. I understand. I understand, sir.
Okay. So done. So transition diagram for white spaces done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many transition diagram we learned? We learned mainly 4 transition diagram. Transition diagram for identifier keyword and identifier, transition diagram for identifying number, transition diagram for identifying white spaces. Is it?
Yes,
And
sir.
why we learn those transition diagram? Because we want to make a lexical analyzer based on those transition diagram. That is actually transition diagram based lexical analyzer. So now we are going to actually make our lexical analyzer. So we are actually try to make a lexical analyzer with the help of transition diagram. Okay, so architecture of a transition diagram based lexical analyzer. So now we are going to learn transition diagram based lexical analyzer. So transition diagram actually play a role as components of lexical analyzer. Okay, suppose if you want to make a building, you need cement, you need bricks, you need and so many things. So if you want to make actually a lexical analyzer, in that time transition diagram is needed. So that's why it is called transition diagram based lexical analyzer architecture. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
So a collection of transition diagram is used to build a lexical analyzer. A collection of transition diagram is used. That collection means more than one or one, no problem. It totally depends on you. So actually a collection of transition diagram is used to build a lexical analyzer. So we learn transition diagram, but if you think in case of computer, is it possible to draw the transition diagram for doing some task? Suppose those actually are solve problem. So suppose graph problem. So in C file, you draw the graph or write some code.
It's a code, sir. But
Code. So actually this task now we will do. That is actually we use some code for implementing those transition diagram. Got it? So we will make those transition diagram with the help of code. Okay, got it what I want to say? So now the implementation phase. So here we will use C++ code, and I think you are very much actually comfortable with C++ code. And here we will use if else and switch case. So are you know about if else and switch case? I think you know switch case.
Yes, sir.
So those knowledge are used here to implement transition diagram with the help of code. Okay, got it? And code is very important actually. So code is very important and try to understand. So just a minute. Okay. So is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So I think I already discussed this transition diagram. The transition diagram for identifying regular expression. Sorry, relational operator. This transition diagram is used for identifying relational operator. Is it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We're here.
We can hear you.
Okay. So this transition diagram is used to actually identify relational operators. So now we implement this transition diagram with the help of code, with the help of C++ code. And this code actually is a demo code, prototype, not like exactly same code, but not like runnable. Suppose you just copy this code in your code blocks, then it will run. Not like that. Just it's a
Yes,
sample type code. But if this will come in your exam, that you need to write actually more. And I'll say no problem. I'll discuss how you need to write. Okay, no problem. But this is type of demo code. Okay. Okay, got it?
Okay, sir.
So this is the actually transition diagram. And why we use transition diagram? Because you transition diagram try to match a legime, and if the legime is matched, then it will return some token. Is it? Suppose this one, if this legime is matched, then this token is returned. If this one is matched, then this token is returned, and so on. Is it? Is it? So you transition diagram, if the lexeme is matched, then it will return the token. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So here get relook, it's a function, it's a user defined function which actually scan the character from your source code and finally return you a token. Okay, so what is the return type of this one? Token. So it actually return token. So I think you are very much familiar with data type. So we know that before function name you need to write data type, is it?
Yes, sir.
Like integer sum. Integer sum. So I think you are familiar with this one, integer sum. So sum is the function name, suppose. So before sum you need to write the return type, like void. Void is also a return type. Is it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So token is return type, but we are not familiar those type of return type because we are familiar with integer, float, double. Because there are two types of data type actually in a programming language. One is built-in, another is actually user defined. So integer, float, those are actually built-in or primitive data type. So a token, this one actually is actually made by the actually programmer. So that's why the name is token. So it is possible to make data type by yourself. Okay. Okay. So this data
Yes, sir.
type, this is a user defined data type, and the data type is token data type. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And which thing this function return? Which thing? This function will return this function will return. Hello?
Red
Yes, sir.
token.
Sorry? No. Red token will return, no problem. But normally, this function will return token, and it will take character of input, stream of character from your source code. Is it?
Yes, sir.
আপনারা কি বুঝতেছেন কিনা আমি বুঝতেছি না আসলে আমি আসলে জাস্ট এ মিনিট আব্দুল আল মাহমুদ Abdullah Mahmood. Okay, you are absent. Then Abid.
Family, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to take your attendance. Actually, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
মানে it is মানে it is very actually মানে actually what I say actually so actually the response then the performance of section actually D actually is very poor if I consider the other two sections. They are very active,
স্যার
but this section I don't know what is the problem with this section. And we already completed the midterm syllabus of section maybe I or like that, but here most of you actually don't try to respond, and I don't know why.
স্যার সেকশন ডি এর কেসে 3টা ক্লাস হয় নাকি 2টা আমাদের মতো?
Don't talk like that. Okay, it's not it doesn't matter actually. So when I was a student at Udbas, I just actually I was in a class that actually continued more than 3 hours. So that is actually, it is difficult to actually concentrate, but it is possible. Suppose you have 2 consecutive class. Suppose in my varsity, maybe I have three consecutive class. So that is not problem. Suppose now you have a class with me and then you have another class with another faculty. So think like that. Hello?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we
sir.
can hear you.
Think like that. Suppose now you just you are doing class with me, and maybe after that you need to do class with another teacher. So is it possible to do? Obviously possible. Even it is possible to do like 3 or 4 or 5 classes. If actually if you actually don't attend actual consented, then your result will be poor. Actually it will be totally off your decision actually. Okay. Hello.
Yes,
Okay,
sir,
sir.
we can hear you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And actual decision actually totally on you actually, what you want to do. Okay, so this get loop function here is used. If you have question, I will obviously answer, no problem. If you have thousands question, I will try to answer. But you need to attentive to the class. That is important. So here get reloop function is used.
স্লাইডে যাচ্ছে না।
Oh. Now is it visible? Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আপনারা যদি এই কোর্সটা আবার নিতে চান তাহলে আপনারা তো না পড়লেও সমস্যা নাই, বাট আপনারা যদি ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু ডু ওয়েল দ্যাট মিন্স ইউ নিড টু বি অ্যাটেন্টিভ, বুঝছেন? এবং এই কোর্স নিয়ে কিন্তু আপনি খুব বেশি রিসোর্সও পাবেন না। আপনি ক্লাস অ্যাটেন্টিভ না হলে কিন্তু একটু প্রবলেম। লাইক প্রোগ্রামিং কোর্স হিউজ অ্যাকচুয়ালি রিসোর্সেস আর অ্যাভেলেবল, বাট কম্পাইলার রিসোর্সেস অ্যাভেলেবল, বাট আই থিংক that those are not sufficient. Okay, so try to concentrate in the class. And you do 2-hour lab. I don't know what is the problem actually. Okay, so get reloop, it is a function, and this function, so if you consider a function, that means it needs some input and it will produce output. So the characters from your source code will be the input of get reloop function, and it will return token as output. Is it?
Yes, sir.
And the return
Sir,
type is
yes, sir.
token. And the return type is token. So at first we simply
Sir, can you repeat this again?
which
Sir,
thing?
get reloop. Sir, get reloop.
Oh, get reloop is a function here which one actually take character from your source code, and it will return token if those character is a valid lexeme. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose this get reloop accept this one, like this one, then it will return this token, that is this one. Okay, got it?
Yes. Understand, sir.
Okay, so at first you need to actually declare a token. Okay, so here red token is actually object. Red token is an object, and the type of red token return token is actually token. Red token means return token. So return token, at first we declare an object, and you already completed your actually C++ course, and that's why you know what is object. So at first we need to create an object, and the type of the object is token. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
and
sir.
and and this get loop, that means get relational operator, this function is actually created to get relational operator token. That means this function can be used for only those only, for those only actually, just like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and which one is left, like this one, and this one. Okay, so actually I already mentioned that for relational operator there is a transition diagram, for identifier there is a transition diagram, for white spaces there is a transition diagram, and this code actually the implementation of relational operator transition diagram. That means this code is able to identify relational operator only. Is it
Yes,
is
sir.
it
Sir,
Yes.
yes, sir.
So yes. Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So so I already mentioned that this function return token, and token means it has two parts: token name and attribute value. Is it? And if you consider all the relational operator, the token name is same, that is reloop, but attribute value is different. So reloop, 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 then reloop, reloop, and reloop. But the attribute value is different: LE, NE, LT, EQ, GU, GT. Is it? So your token name same, but attribute value is different. That's why at the time of declaring object return token, we fix the first component, that is reloop. Okay. New means we are creating a new object. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা, আপনারা বুঝলে শুধু এস স্যার বলবেন, না বুঝলে কিন্তু আমি বুঝাবো, সমস্যা নাই, কিন্তু আপনারা যেন বুঝেন, এরপর এস স্যার বলবেন। ওকে।
Okay, sir.
জাস্ট a minute. Okay. So done. So here we actually declare an object, and the type of the object is token, and we know token has two parts: token name and attribute value. And for all the relational operator, the token name is same. That's why we fix the token name as the first component. Okay. Now you need to start to scan the source code. While one, and while one means it is infinite loop. Is it? While one, it is infinite loop.
Yes, sir.
Infinite loop. So it is infinite. When your system get a valid lexeme, that time it will return. That means that this loop will be break. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So suppose at first the value of state is 0. So the value of state is 0, switch. Now we are using switch. At first the value of state is 0, and now that means we are at state 0. So case 0. So we come case 0. So see next character. That means now suppose this is your source program. Suppose this is your source program. This one. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yes,
This
sir.
one is your source program. So when just at case 0, next character means it will scan this one first. That means the value of C is this one. Okay. So when now it try to compare, so the value of C, this one. Okay, this one. So it will go state 1. It will go state 1. If the value of C is actually equal, then the state will be the 5. State number will be 5. That means the state is updated. At first 0, then based on the next character, the state value will be updated. Then if the C value is this one, then that means that will be the state 6. That will be the state 6. Okay? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes?
আবার বুঝান।
Eta. Okay. So suppose this one is suppose A, this one. So suppose this one is your source code. Suppose. Okay. So when your lexical analyzer finds this one, so it needs the transition diagram of identifier. So এখানে এটা কিন্তু এই ট্রানজিশন ডায়াগ্রাম কিন্তু ইউজ হবে না এখানে। So this one needs the transition diagram identifier. So that is another issue. Okay. So when this your lexical analyzer finds this one, that time this transition diagram will be used. Is it?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it? So C is used to scan. C is used to take the character. So now C contains this value, this one. Okay. So then the C try to actually match. C is this one, C is this one, C is this one. So if C is this one, that means this one, then which one will be the next state? That is state 1. Okay. That's why the value of state will be updated to 1. If the C value is equal, that means the next state is 5. That means the updated state is 5. Okay. If the character is this one, then the updated state is 6. That is actually 6. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose this one. Suppose A. So when your lexical analyzer finds A, suppose A. So suppose your lexical analyzer finds A and try to match this lexeme with the help of this code or with the help of this transition diagram. So is it possible to accept this
No,
one?
sir.
No. So when your transition diagram finds A, that means not this one, that means not this one, not this one, not this one. That means that else. Is it? That means fail. That means your transition diagram is not able to accept A. That means you need to take help of another transition diagram. That's why there is a fail. So A, when you transition diagram, when you lexical analyzer finds A, it try to check that is it possible to accept A by this transition diagram. কারণ সে তো জানে না যে কোনটা দিয়ে accept হবে। It just try to check is it possible to accept. If possible, then accept, no problem. If not possible, then try to actually check another transition diagram.
স্যার এটা কি সিকোয়েন্সিয়ালি হয়?
There is 3 approach I will discuss: sequentially, parallelly, and combination. There is 3 approach I will discuss, no problem. Okay. So but this code actually for relational operator, but when at first when you are at state 0, you are state 0 and you are able to find both 3, like this one, this one, this one. So when you are state 0 and you find any of any one from these 3, that means there is a possibility that this one will be the relational operator. But if nothing, no one, that means this fail will be called. That means you need to check another transition diagram. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So there is, look at this, there is some dot. So this is your homework. So you need to actually write the whole code like this one. So case 1, case 2, case 3. That means how many states? That means that amount of case. So there is 8 states. That means there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need to write all the cases and all the codes like those code here. So this is your homework, but this one actually incomplete. So you need to complete. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And the implementation of fail. দেখেন fail একটা function, that means this function is implemented in another where but don't need to write that one. That is not our issue. Okay. Okay.
স্যার
Fail
এক্সামে
is,
কি এগুলা লিখতে হবে?
yes. If this question will arrive, then that time you need to write. Okay.
স্যার
Hello.
কি লিখবো?
Okay, so please at first try to understand, then think about exam. Okay, so suppose fail is a function. So as it is a function, that means the definition, the implementation of function is another where, suppose here, but don't write to that one. That is not our concern. Just complete this function, get reloop function. Don't need to write the implementation of fail function. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So same way you need to write case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and there is another one. This is case 8. So this one is the case 8. So when you are at case 8, that means you need to retake. That is the start. So at case 8, you need to retake. That is the retake function. So here, retake function is called here. But if you think practically or completely, actually there is a function another place where retake is actually defined, retake is implemented. So you don't need to implement retake function. Just call the retake. That is enough. Call the retake. Okay. So when you are actually state 8, that means actually this token will be returned. That is, the token name is reloop and the attribute value is dt. So now the first component is already set very fast. So now you need to set the second component. So that is the attribute value. So return token dot attribute. So it is very actually close of your C++ codes. So the attribute value is gt. Then you simply return token. So in return token, there is actually token name and attribute value. So this is the actually return value. Okay, got it? Got it? Think. Try
Yes,
to
sir.
try to. Okay. So suppose the question is write a function to identify. So write a question to identify relational operator. Okay. Write a question to identify relational operator, or write a function to identify the token of relational operator, like that. In that time, you need to write this function. This is the actually the answer. Okay, this is actually the answer. এবং এটা কিন্তু অনেক সহজ, আপনি যদি একবার বুঝতে পারেন, মানে actually there is some dot. So in exam hall you need to actually no dot actually. You need to write whole. Okay, no dot in the exam hall. There is some dot. Look at this, because this one is incomplete. But in exam you need to write the whole. And if you learn one function very carefully, then it is very easy to write the function of other transition diagram. Everything is same. Just you need to change some condition, some symbol, like that. But everything is same. So it is your homework. Got it? Any
Yes, sir.
question?
Yes, sir.
But you should have some question from this slide. Please think and then ask. According to the question, if the question is draw the transition diagram as well the function, you need to write. And if maybe now it is difficult to actually to write the function from your side, but just try one time to actually understand what is it, and try to fill up the whole code, then it will be easy. Actually it is very easy. This code is very easy. Got? It totally depends on the question. Suppose, but there is a problem. If the number of states, suppose for some transition diagram, the number of states maybe 20, then that time this code will be very big, actually 2 or 3 pages, because 23 state means you have 23 case. That time the code is actually will be very big, or like 1 or 2 page. So I will consider those things, no problem. Okay, got it? So please, any question from this one, please ask. Please ask. Think and ask. Everyone, please think and ask.
স্যার অ্যাট্রিবিউটেড লাইক তারপর বুঝিয়ে দিবেন।
So don't try to write the code first. At first, try to draw the figure. Try to draw the transition diagram. Okay. So if you actually write code first, then the code will be masked. There are some error, maybe there are some mistake. But before writing the code, try to draw the transition diagram at first. So case 8 actually indicates this one, this state. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Actually each case represent each state. So 0 number case represent actually 0 state, then 1 number case represent number 1 state, then case 8 represent state 8. Okay. So think about state 8. What is happening here? So at first you need to retrace. That's why we call retake function. Okay. And I said that actually if you just call retake, that means your program shows some error, because you need to define, you need to implement this retake function another place. So you don't need to write retake function. That is not our concern. But actually this function is implemented is another where, is it?
Yes.
Is it? Yes. So actually then this function return the token, and token has two parts. One is actually token name and another one is actually attribute value. But the token name is already actually initialized, and the token name is same for all the relational operator. There is relo. So this one as common. That's why I simply just fixed the first component. But the second component is different. Greater than, greater equal, then equal, less than, not equal, less equal. Okay. So actually now we need to actually set the second component. And return token, the type of return token is token, and token has two parts. One is token name and another one is attribute. That's why dot attribute. So dot attribute, the value of attribute at state 8, that is gt. That's why I initialize gt. And finally I return the return token. And return token actually a token which has two value, token name reloop and attribute value, that is gt.
স্যার এক
Yes.
একটা কেস কি এক একটা স্টেট?
Yes.
স্যার এক একটা কেস কি এক একটা স্টেট?
Yes. So this case actually handle this state, that means this part.
ওকে স্যার।
Then case 1 will be handle this part. Same code will be same, just some just those value will be changed, then this one will be changed, but everything will be same. Then case 5, so already final. So case final, so look at this. So the code of case 5 and the code of case 8 same, just the difference is this one, just the attribute value, but there is a retract, then the attribute value will be eq, then return token. So okay, so that actually the code of case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, case 7 and case 8. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. The code of 6 actually the code of 6 actually same, 6 case, just the difference is attribute value. And the code of like 0 1 and 6 almost same. Okay, so code varies actually.
স্যার কেস 8 আর 4 তো প্রায় কাছাকাছি।
Case 8 and yes, even case 8 7, case 8 7, case 5, case 4, case 3 and case 2, codes almost same, just the difference is this attribute value. Just a minute. The attribute value for case 4 will be lt, not gt. The attribute value for case 5 will be eq, not gt. Okay, like that. And all and then all others same, all those things same, but the value is different. Okay, so that's why I said code is very easy. Suppose you consider like a case 6. So code of case 6 actually same like case 0. So if c equal to equal, that means go state is 7, else state is 8, like that. Code of case 1, like if c equal to this one, that means the state is 2. If c equal to like this one, then state is 3. Otherwise the state will be 4.
স্যার এখানে অ্যাট্রিবিউট ভ্যালু তো মেনশন করা নাই কেস 0 এর ক্ষেত্রে।
No, কেস 0 এর জন্য তো অ্যাট্রিবিউট ভ্যালু লাগবে না, শুধুমাত্র ফাইনাল স্টেটের জন্য অ্যাট্রিবিউট ভ্যালু লাগবে। অ্যাট্রিবিউট
এক্সাম্পল
ভ্যালু
গুলো
শুধুমাত্র,
আরেকটু কেস বেশি থাকলে ভালো হতো।
হ্যাঁ
এক্সাম্পল গুলো আরেকটু কেস বাড়ায় দিলে ভালো হতো।
আচ্ছা, আপনি ট্রাই করেন, আমি আবার আপনাদের না পারলে আমি করে দেবো, সমস্যা নেই।
ওকে স্যার।
ট্রাই করেন, হ্যাঁ try it. If not possible, but I will only just provide the code of just this transition diagram. But if you are able to understand that code, then that means you are able to write the code for any transition diagram. And exam je kunta code asbe eta ami jani na, tai na? Not mandatory. It's not mandatory. You can use another language, but that one should be correct. If correct, then no problem. But I think C++ is common and familiar. That's why C++. Okay, question from your side. This one is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is some details thing. If you want, you can actually learn. আচ্ছা, আজকে আর পড়াবো? আচ্ছা থাক।
নো স্যার।
আচ্ছা, okay, so done. So try to ask more question from this one, from this slide. So any confusion, please ask.
অ্যাকসেপ্ট স্টেটের জন্য একটা কেস দেখাই দিলে ভালো হতো।
Accept মানে
কেস 4 or কেস 3।
কেন কেস 8 কি accept না?
স্যার এটা তো একটা আছে, আরেকটা দেখাই দিলে ভালো হতো।
একটা দেখবেন?
यस স্যার।
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। আচ্ছা নেই। So like which one, please? No, you not you. Tohit, you next, please.
यस স্যার।
হ্যাঁ please. Which final state?
স্যার 2।
আচ্ছা, যখন আপনি 2 3 4 5 7 8 তখনই তো রিটার্ন করবে। 0 1 3 6 এ তো রিটার্ন করবে না, সে তো ফাইনাল স্টেটে যায় নাই, বুঝছেন না?
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
0 1 6 উনারা কিন্তু রিটার্ন করবে না, উনারা জাস্ট কি করবে, the value of the state will be updated. But when you are state 2 3 4 7 8, that time it will return the token.
So
That
same
means-
as case 8.
Yes, same as case 8. Just think about case like 2. Okay, so at first retake, then return token
Dot attribute.
just dot attribute, then the attribute value is LE.
Ellie.
Then just simply return this one. Okay.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Yes, Ridoy, please. Your question, please. Your question, Ridoy. Fuadul Ridoy. Your question, please. Your question. Someone, please. I someone, please. Tohid.
Sir, is it return attribute?
রিটার্ন করে, এটা তো কি করে, আপনার ফরওয়ার্ড পয়েন্টারটাকে ওয়ান ক্যারেক্টারকে পুল ব্যাক করে দেয়, এই কাজ করে দেয়।
এই কাজ করে তো স্যার ওই attribute ভ্যালুটা
নিয়ে আসে।
Look at the state 8. So I already said that is case is used to implement is state. So case 8 is used to implement state 8. Okay, so what is happening in state 8? at first you need to retake. That's why we need a retake function. At first retake, then it will return a token. So before returning token, it just update the attribute value of the token, that is the GT. And আমি তো বললাম যে রিটেক এখানে ফাংশন কল করা আছে, কিন্তু আরেকটা জায়গায় এটা কি করা আছে, ডিফাইন করা আছে যে হাউ রিটেক ইজ ওয়ার্কিং। দ্যাট ইজ নট আওয়ার কেস, that is not our concern. Suppose fail is called here, but the how fail is working, that is defined in another place, that is another function. Get reloop is a function, then in the same way fail is another function, but that is not our concern. We just call the function, but what is actually in that is not our concern. We need to know what is the function of fail. Function just say that this transition diagram is not fail is actually say that fail is telling that this actually is not able to accept that legsim, please try another legsim. And retake actually do the task that just pull back one character. Hridoy, Fadul Islam Hridoy. Hello, got it? But how this work is doing, how this work is going, that is actually, if you want to show that one, that means you need to implement retake function, but that is not our concern. So think that retake function is defined another place, maybe there is already. Fail is another, fail is defined another place already, no problem. Fail is implemented in another place, but we know what is the function of fail. Fail tell that it is not possible to accept this legsim by this function, by this get reloop function, please try another transition diagram. And retake just pull back one character. ওকে, সো আমরা তো বলতেছি ওয়ান ক্যারেক্টার পুল ব্যাক করবে, কিভাবে করবে ওটা হচ্ছে রিটেক্টের ভিতরে লেখা থাকে। ওকে
স্যার, তাহলে তো স্যার 7 আর 5 এর ক্ষেত্রে রিট্রাক্ট ইউজ হবে না
কেন
স্যার? কারণ ওইখানে তো স্যার ওয়ান স্টেট ব্যাক করা হবে না।
ও হ্যাঁ 7 yes 7 and 7 2 7 2 3 and then 5 and 7 ওইখানে কিন্তু রিটেক ইউজ হবে না। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
এটাই বলছিলাম স্যার তখন।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ইয়েস 2 অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওকে সরি এখানে রিটেক হবে না। এখানে তো কোনো পুল ব্যাকের দরকার নাই, দরকার আছে এখানে না নাই। সো অনলি
রিটেক বাদ,
yes শুধুমাত্র ফর জাস্ট স্টেট 8 এন্ড স্টেট 4। আমি তো এটা খেয়ালই করে নেই। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ওকে ডান।